Welcome back to Color Class. I'm Sarah, and in today's video, I wanted to start a whole series around mistakes that I've made in doing color analysis. Now, one of the first mistakes I wanted to talk about is purely location based. It's not about messing up somebody's temperature, it's not about depth, it's not about contrast. It is strictly about location and how that can adjust somebody's palette. Now, before I get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and we'll get into it. This all started with one of our clients who we had a beautiful color portfolio made. It was perfectly adjusted to her. The colors were flattering. She said, "These are the colors I love to wear." We're getting to the end and we're like, great, this is perfect. We know these colors are correct. They look fantastic on her. The only problem is she says, well, the colors are great, but I live in Florida. So how do I manage this palette? We didn't really think about that. Here are your colors. Here's your custom colors that we built for you. But when it actually comes down to it, this woman was a soft winter, which means she had depth and she had softness. So her shades had a bit of dustiness to them. They were deeper. And Lucinda and I kind of looked at each other and we're like, you're right. How are you going to wear these shades? We need some lighter shades. We want it to be able to reflect the sun. We want it to look fantastic on you while also not baking you. We need something to help keep these colors light and airy. And you can use your usual techniques like wearing a scarf. If you need to be clearer, then yeah, you can use accessories. You can use makeup to help bump it up. But we also created a palette that turned into what we call fun shades here at Color Class. In your color portfolio, you do get some fun shades or vacation shades, whatever you would like to call them. We have even had somebody call them popsicle shades because they are a little bit more airy. If you're going on vacation, you want something that has that extra bit of color. Now, just because you live in a tropical environment doesn't mean you automatically get a bunch of tropical shades. But what we are going to do is give you shades that are on the higher end of your palette when it comes to contrast. You shouldn't have to feel heavy or muted or too softened just because we can pump those colors up. Now, what we do have to do and what we did with this client is we did push those colors up to the higher end of her palette. What she could afford when it comes to brightness, what she could afford when it comes to clarity. Now, if you do live in a sunnier climate, obviously pushing down those shades is going to be another really great option. Lucinda talks about all the time, if you're going and you're wearing a bathing suit or a bikini, instead of adjusting to your overall tone, adjust to your skin tone a little bit more. So maybe you have a neutral skin tone, then go for more of a neutral color bathing suit. And the same applies if you are somebody, a soft winter who lives in Florida. You might be able to brighten up those shades and let your skin tone take over because you can lower the neckline. Now, I know this might be super tricky. You might, again, be a soft winter in Florida. So what are some options and how? So what are those things that we can do? Patterns are going to be really great. Maybe it's a softer overall color with pops of color throughout. Maybe it's a softer white, more of a mother of pearl white instead of those bright, clear whites, those very high contrast whites. But if you would like, you can have us do a color analysis for you and we will create your fun shades, a whole palette dedicated to pops of color that you can afford to wear. Maybe with a few nuances, but you can absolutely look fantastic in them. It's not all about living in a tropical climate. Say you are somebody who typically wears very vibrant, bright colors, and maybe you work in a professional setting and you do need to neutralize it a little bit more. We also create palettes for that as well. So it's really based off of you. It's completely based off of you, I should say. If you do need a more professional wardrobe, we can create that. If you need a brighter, more fun, playful wardrobe, we create that. Doesn't mean your season changes because of your location. We are not saying that at all. We are just saying that there needs to be some adjustments based off of your location to help maximize this palette for you. Because what we're not going to do is say, oh, well, I'm sorry, you're a soft winter and we can't do anything about it. We would never do that. What are we going to do? We are going to adjust and we are going to break some rules to get there. If you know anything about Lucinda or I, you know we love breaking rules, and we will figure out how to make any palette work for you. And that's what we specialize in. Not only do we love a good challenge by being balanced, or maybe you're mid contrast, maybe you're not light or deep, you're medium tone, and you've been having and struggling trying to find what palette is best for you. We just had a client who is medium depth, neutral, and she fell mid contrast. So creating a completely balanced palette was so much fun. It might have been a challenge, but we enjoy it. Now, if you've enjoyed this series, don't forget to leave a comment down below to let us know to keep it going. Also, follow us over on Patreon. We would love to chat with you there. And lastly, to wrap this video up, I am Sarah. This has been another color class, and I'll see you in our next video.